Hey everyone, this is the Boston Potta here, and I'm just going to show you how to do this Narwhal mug. We put it online, and everybody wants to do it like this, with this rainbow look, sort of tie-dye rainbow look. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's a little tricky because it's drippy, because we're going to use the Fun Writers, and these Fun Writer bottles, you know, just to make it a little bit quicker, I've got these big orange tips on here, but you can do it with the pink tips also. The orange tips just have a wider barrel at the edge, so that's why I'm using these. Okay, so the Narwhal mug, the first thing I did was I already coated the inside. I wanted to do that ahead of time, so I just did the whole inside with the Jumpin' Juniper. So I've got Jumpin' Juniper, Jumpin' Jelly, Rockin' Red, Jumpin' Jelly, What a Yolk, Orange Crush, Lime Ricky, and Rockin' Red. So those are the colors I've got that I'm using in this now. So that makes it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. Okay, we're using 6 colors for this particular project. You can use less, you can use more, you can use different colors if you like, whatever you want to do. But anyway, I started with the blue here, with this blue. So the Jumpin' Juniper. So I'm going to start with that at the top here. Now, as you can see, I got the top done, but now I'm going to go across the top with the Fun Writer bottle. I did the whole inside. You want to do at least 3 coats, or pour and roll. Now this color here, this particular color, I'm going to take it right down to where the, you know, where the little whale's tail, narwhal's tail comes up. Okay. And I'm going to take it all the way across, all the way around the whole rim. Now is when I'm going to start coming down, you know, to do the tie-dye look. So I'm going to do this. Now you can see that this color, anything that comes out of a Fun Writer bottle goes on kind of heavy. So, and because this goes on heavy, you're going to end up only needing 1 coat. If I had to do this with a brush, it would take a lot of coats. So you can see I'm just putting it right onto the bisque. I'm holding it sideways, not up straight like this. I'm holding it sideways so that you can get a nice feel for it. You're not scraping. You can. It sounds like it's scraping it, but it's very, very lightly. And go around the little whatever you want to call it here thing on his head, horn. I don't know. Looks like a unicorn, a whale with a unicorn. I don't know. Anyway, I've never saw one. Okay, so this is something even a kid could do. This is how I got my blue on there, okay? Now I believe I went underneath, as you can see, underneath the back side. So I'm going to get under there a little bit, because you do got to get that color. Now be careful you don't put this down and touch the table when you're doing it, because if you do, you're going to wreck the edge there. Not that it's not fixable, but so now I'm going to go under where the tail is and bring that down a little bit. Now once I get this done, now I got to kind of go side to side. I could try to, you could go all around the mug with the next color. Okay, so say I take the Jumpin' Juniper color and I go around. Now I can go around the whole mug, or I can just do half, this half, so that I can always lay it this way. So now I'm going to do half, the next half. Now this one I made, as you can see, I made it a little bit smaller. See how it's a smaller, the purple's a little bit smaller, like a thinner band. This is a lot wider, the Jumpin' Jelly. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so you can get all my other colors in there. So I'm going right up into the spaces that I left right here like this. So I'm going to do it as far as the little horn thing, the little unicorn thing. And I'm not going to go any further than that with this, because like I said, if I do the other side too, I won't be able to hold the mug anywhere. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to take the Rockin' Red, and I'm going to do that one. Only this one, like the other mug I did, I'm going to do this band wider. So I'm going to bring it down a little further. Now see, if you're doing it while it's wet too, it's great, because you can just run the colors into each other a little bit, which will give it a nice look. Nicer look, I should say, if you can run the colors a little bit. Now when you get to the eyes, you can just go around the eyes. You can clean them out after if you want to. The eyes are just a black dot. Fill in the eye with black, and then I put a little white dot in it. See how this band is a little bit wider. So as I'm showing you this mug, I'm not going to do the whole mug because it'll be a very long video, but I'm going to do this side, try to show you one side. You're going to do the same on the other side. You're going to have to let this side dry, otherwise you won't be able to handle it and hold it, because I have to hold this side over here in order to get all these colors on here. Now on this one, I also put another very small band of the purple again. Now, I just came up with these colors. If I had to do it over, which I am, but I'm going to keep to these colors because it's the way I did it. I probably would have did them in a different order, or did different colors. I mean, you can do whatever colors you want. Everybody seemed to like this one, so I'm going to stick with these colors. But if you want to do it pastel colors, if you want to just do it in orange and red type colors, if you want to do it pinkish, you can just, use your imagination, do your own colors. Okay, so now I've got the purple. Now I'm going to go with the yellow. Now I'm going to put a little yellow. See how it is? So it's just simply just button up the colors. Button up the colors to the other, just button the yellow up into the purple. And if it's nice and wet, you can run up the color right into, you can run the yellow right into the purple. I'm kind of going around the eye. When you get to the mouth area, you're just going to have to go right over the mouth area. And then after, when it's dry, you'll be able to see the mouth, and you can just put the, put a black line in it. Okay, now I'm going to go with the orange. Now, remember, you're going to do the whole, I did the whole tail in this also. You don't have to. If you'd like to do a solid tail, you can. But I just wanted the whole mug done like this. If you feel like you're scraping too much, just lift it a little to add your color to it. You can see I'm just going over the, going right over the mouth, because once it's dry, I'll be able to see the mouth and put the black in. All right, now I got the orange. Now the last color I'm going to put is green down here. I mean, I also seem to find a spot to fit a little red down on the bottom. You don't have to do that, but If you want to, you can. If you want to take your green color, like I might do with this, I might just take the green and go right down to the bottom. I don't need the red on the bottom. So if I don't want to put that red in there, I'm just going to take my green right down to the end. And then on this particular one, I did the foot solid green. You can do that if you want. Doing it over again, I would do the solid. I would do the foot black. I think I would do it like a solid, like a black, to make sure it looked like a little foot. I mean, narwhals do have feet, right, that look like this. Robert, what were you thinking? He sculpted a narwhal with little feet. I don't know if that is an actual thing, a narwhal with feet. Okay, so as you can see, that's all I did. Now you can see this, it's going to take some time to dry. Okay, so once this is dry, then I can handle and hold this side and do the other side. But you got to let that dry first. The Fun Riders are pretty good at, they dry them pretty quick. As you can see, this top area is just about dry, even though it was on pretty heavy. So it dries pretty good. So when you get to do the other side, you're just going to butt it up against the other color. It'll all flow together. Now, if you look at this one, I just left this plain white, the little horn. I left it plain white, and then just took one of the Fun Riders with a finer tip, the Jumpin' Juniper, and I just kind of made a little ring around it, you know, and that's it. You can see what I did. The tail, it's the same as the rest of this piece. I just tried to follow the colors, you know, it doesn't really matter. This one I started with the green, I put blue. I actually did it a little different than here, but I used the same colors. And then I just did black in the eyes with a small brush, and I did a black line to show the mouth with a small brush. That's it. Dip it in clear glaze and fire it. It's got a lot of coats of color on it. If you put it on thick enough, you don't have to dip it, because this is all thick. So, but if you do the inside, if you pour and roll it, it's on pretty heavy, and if you really solid coat this bottom area, you probably wouldn't have to dip it. But it, you know, it's easy enough to dip, so I just dipped this mug and fired it, and that's why it's nice and glossy. Very cute little narwhal mug. Anyway, that's it. So that's how you do the narwhal mug. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off here, this video. Thanks for watching, and check out our channel, okay? Go and subscribe to it, okay? Catch you later.